Hi. Hello. You might be wondering, in older comic books, why do you see one thing, one constant? And these comic books have one thing in common, and it's not just that they're Fantastic Four ones, even this one. And it is the Comics Code of Authority. If you look at a lot of older comic books, ones from the 60s, 70s, and even a little later than that, you will see this little approved stamp, this code right here, approved by the Comics Code of Authority. You might be wondering, what is the Comics Code of Authority? Why were they approving all kinds of different comic books? That was Marvel, DC, even some third-party comic books. Well, a super long time ago, comic books were seen as nothing but short kids' entertainment that can be read once and then thrown away a second later. And so, seeing these as stuff for kids, of course, they gave it approval rating. This essentially says this attains everything that's okay for kids, right? And one rule was that you couldn't have vampires or spooky monsters or Draculas. Clearly, they changed that. But it was super strict. It changed a lot of artists' art, completely right overing it and erasing it. Complete storylines were changed for convenience and for making it suitable for children. One big deal was that you couldn't have drugs in it in any way possible. Even if you were creating a story about why you shouldn't do drugs, they would still not allow that. And eventually stopped when Marvel proceeded to release that comic book against drugs and proceeded to do it by itself. The comic book did very well, and everyone realized you don't need the Comics Code of Authority anymore. No one really knows what that is. No one really cared what it was. And so it proceeded to die out. And that's why you don't see it on any new comic books nowadays. And it's mainly a relic of a past time, and to really just see when a comic book was made. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little factoid, but maybe I'll cover something else about comic books that you probably didn't even know.